This is the Slate Podcast, episode 13, take 1, and Slate.
Welcome to the Slate Podcast, the podcast where we talk about music, movies, and media. I am Dario, and I'm here with
Jeff
and George.
I was gonna say the end. Okay, I'm the host now.
I
am the captain now.
yourself,
Okay.
Hey, Dario's like, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back.
Yeah, man.
Recognize.
Here we are. We're back.
We
We're
are
back. This
baby.
is a special episode. You know, when I was listening back to the other episodes, I used to begin every episode by saying, "This is a special episode." This is a special episode for no reason.
Bro, every episode is special.
It's a special episode.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a good perspective to
Yeah.
have.
So this is a special episode because we're talking about a new movie that just came out and the hype.
A little movie.
Yeah.
A little indie movie.
Yeah. Probably cost like $100 to make. I don't know. It's cheap. Cheap.
Cheap, really cheap.
Yeah, bad
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah, matter of fact, CGI, everything, actors, yeah, it wasn't that great. It was.
Yes.
I don't know why y'all made me see it.
We are talking about Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange's mom.
or AKA Mom,
Yeah.
or Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad you said it.
So-
I can't say that.
That's it. Doctor Strange's mom. Good movie.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. On Mother's Day weekend too, so
Yeah.
That's true. That's
that's interesting.
I wonder if that was
you
on
think
purpose.
that was intended? Yeah. You think it was intended?
I think so. Pretty much, yeah.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange's mom on Mother's Day.
true. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna break this down. Should we give like a spoiler-free review first and then talk about the movie?
Yeah, spoiler-free thoughts. I really like this movie. I know it's not a perfect movie. I know people are hating. A lot of people are disrespecting this movie, saying that it's at the level of like Venom and Morbius,
Oh, hold on.
which is not true.
Hell
This-
no.
This this movie, while I don't think it's like up there with like Endgame and Infinity War,
Or
bro, this
Spider-Man?
for me, at least for me, or like No Way Home, for me, this is like out there with Winter Soldier, Guardians. For me,
Yeah. Well,
this is not like an Ant-Man type. No disrespect to Ant-Man, but
full
people are-
disrespect.
Yeah, full disrespect to Ant-Man. Yeah, full offense.
Yeah.
Your movie
I-
sucks.
nah, bro, no disrespect. I had fun with this movie, bro. I was laughing, and at some moments it didn't make me cry like No Way Home, but I didn't think it was gonna make me cry.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I only have maybe like 2 negatives that I think, if that, like, but yeah, I liked it.
All right. So I want to say, like, listening to reviews, the more now recently, I'm like, I'm not going to trust reviews because, for one, the reviews that Eternals got, for example, were terrible. It's still terrible. Eternals got like the worst reviews, like, of any Marvel movie. And it's obviously like people don't consider it the worst. I don't think it's the worst. I personally really liked it. So I don't know what the deal with all the hate, I mean, it's a slower paced movie, but I liked it a lot. And so for this one, I don't trust the reviews or people, whatever they were saying. I think, Jeff, you clicked on a video when we were there, and someone said that the CGI at the beginning was terrible or something.
They were complaining about the CGI in the beginning,
And so I was looking for it, and I was like, this is fantastic. I don't know if it's because we watched it in an IMAX theater or something, but
real IMAX.
like that first action sequence, without spoiling anything, looks amazing, and that goes for the whole movie. So
Like at the beginning?
yeah,
Like
the very
where it starts? Yeah.
where it starts.
Yep.
It just boom, it starts
Yes.
running, and then
Yep.
that whole action sequence was amazing, and the other one too, in the city, which is a little bit in the trailers too, when he cuts the bus. That's in the trailer, so we can say that. The whole action
one-eyed
sequence
monster.
the monsters look great. So that's just one point for me to say not to trust reviews and just make your own opinion. So I made my own opinion, and I don't trust people anymore.
Yeah.
But trust
I
us.
had,
Trust
well,
our opinion.
yeah, trust us. Our source. Trust
We know
me,
what
bro.
we're talking about.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with it. Like I went to watch it with my brother, and we didn't go in with Jeff size expectations. I'll say that.
I will explain myself later.
And I enjoyed it. I don't think there's a lot of like negativity that's really valid that I keep hearing about it. Like the people mentioned the CGI at the beginning. There's like one shot that I noticed in the fight with Gargantos. That's the one-eyed monster. That I was like, that's a little wonky. But
Yeah, I
it
think I
didn't
know
take
exactly.
me- it
I think
didn't-
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it didn't take me out of it though. Like, it's gonna happen. No movie's perfect. Not at all. But no, I had a lot of fun, and I think this is a perfect sized movie for Doctor Strange's like trilogy, because all the major heroes are getting like 3 movies. So this is a perfect like sequel to what we had before. But yeah, there was like maybe 2 parts I kind of choked up a little bit, and that was about it. But no, nothing, not a big deal really.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to share, spoiler free, before we dive into the specifics?
I thought it was a solid 7 out of 10. And I'll give it 7 mainly because of the action sequences. I think in the camera work, like cinematography wise, it was really amazing. I think this is probably, it just felt like a lot of action in this movie. I don't know how many action sequences there are in here, but it felt like a lot.
I
And
think
all of
it
them were
was-
great.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
busy. It was like there was no stop. I felt like nobody got a chance to sit down and breathe, apart from one scene in the beginning. But like, yeah, the whole movie, we're just like, okay, now we're here. Now we gotta run away from this and blah blah blah. And then the plot lines separate, and then there's stuff going on over here and here. Yeah, I would say I'd give it about a 7.5, just the pure enjoyment, and it's very different. I felt like this is a new step in a good direction for the Marvel universe. Like they picked the right director, basically.
Oh, yes.
Big time.
Sam Raimi.
Sam
killed
Raimi.
it, son.
Like you see him all over this movie, big time. I feel like if I nitpick, if I have negatives, I'm nitpicking, because like every now and then I'm like, oh, I would have done that differently or stuff like that. But yeah, that's me, 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot wrong with it. I think story wise, and like just unsatisfying. The ending or the ending and several parts of it. So story wise, I feel like there are certain things, nothing that like plot holes or anything, but just like unsatisfying, just not good. Some things feel very cliche. Like I feel like they could have done it better, like been a little more original. It felt very 2D. And I heard someone said this, like, yeah, the action sequences separated. If you separate them, they're great action sequences, but when you put them together and to make it make sense with the story, that's when it falls apart. Like, the story wise, it doesn't make sense. Oh no, it doesn't make sense. It's just not good.
Yeah.
So it's a fun
there
time.
Yeah, it's just a fun time, and like, I guess you really can't go into it thinking too much or expecting so much.
Jeff.
But mainly like story wise, like I feel that there's some moments, some character choices, and like some story beats that I was like, this is a little flat, or like this could have had more weight behind it and stuff. But yeah, I pretty much feel the same way. Jeff, do you think it's the best movie ever?
No. Actually, I'll give it an 8. Maybe it's just the fanboy in me. But, yeah, like I said, it's not a perfect movie, but I don't think it's, like, as bad as a lot of people said.
I think there's a big
I guess we can jump into...
Yeah, we can jump into spoilers, but just without spoilers, there's a big letdown, I feel like, in the movie. there are two big letdowns I want to say before we get into
two?
spoilers.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, let's
If you like came in here, and I want to talk about that in spoilers, but if you came in here with like expectations, high expectations, you're probably gonna hate this movie. But that's goofy. You shouldn't let that ruin it for you. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think you're right. That's what happens. Big expectations.
Yeah. Okay.
Little movie.
So, spoilers. Let's get to spoilers.
All right. So Doctor Strange, Wanda dies at the end. Let's just
I
go.
was gonna say that.
If you
She's
didn't walk
freaking
away, you had a chance.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah,
I
we
don't
should
know.
give I guess more warning.
Give a little warning.
no, screw up.
Just,
No.
just one and
Not
done. Yeah,
happening, bro.
yeah, she
We don't play
dies.
games here.
Not here.
Let's do it backwards. Let's start from the end and then no. I'm just kidding.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay,
there-
sorry,
where do we
go ahead.
start? Well, no, I was.
Let's
just
just start
gonna
with like the overall story. Like, what do you think of the overall story?
I think. Well, I remember telling you guys that I think character development wise, the first one does Doctor Strange better, but the stakes are really really high in this one, because there's Wanda who's willing to kill somebody to have the power to get a family, basically, but also that power is the power to cross the multiverses. She's trying to take America Chavez's power to cross the multiverse in order to get children. But there's there's risk in that, big time. There's obvious risk in that. But in terms of a Doctor Strange movie, like I said, I think the first one did it, but there's not a lot that changes for him in this one. But there is a lot that he lets go of, like at the end he does let go, like he moves on from his love for Christine and stuff like that. You see it when he fixes his watch, and I actually kind of choked up when he said I love you in every universe, and because I believe him, because we see it every time he, like in What If, he couldn't have that. In the first one he became the Sorcerer Supreme, and then we've seen his journey already, so I believe that. But yeah, overall story, it's adventurous, but it just feels like you picked up a comic at the comic book store. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think story wise, there's and I think I said this last. Oh, I guess. Well, yeah. I don't know.
You're saying nothing right now.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything really. And the thing is, we did I guess our theories for Doctor Strange, and I'm not sure we're recording this before that episode comes out, which we're probably gonna take that part out of our previous episode. So just know that the last episode had Doctor Strange discussion. But anyway, I said that I was hoping this movie was gonna be like a chase through the multiverse, kind of what I wish.
Did you get that? I was thinking of
so,
that when you watched it.
Yeah, I said I wanted them to be chasing or something happening through the multiverse. That's what I wanted Everything Everywhere All at Once to do. But the way they did it was, they call it like a MacGuffin, That's what they call it. Like, they have something they need to get, and so that's the journey. But then the whole time is like when you have your characters go through a journey to find something, and then they find it, and it turns out to be just useless and meaningless, then it kind of does away with the meaning of the story. And they kind of do that in the Rise of Skywalker, when they're like the whole time they're trying to find this thing to be able to find, I don't know who's trying to find the big, what's the bad guy? What's his name, George?
Darth Sidious.
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to find his homeworld. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're trying to find this map, and then they find it, and it turns out they didn't need it or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about the book of Vachanti?
Yeah, in
Something like
this
that?
is like the
Yeah.
book, the good book that they're trying to find, and then they find it, and then it gets destroyed right away,
Yeah.
and then
And then
that was for
also
nothing.
we get like we get no proof of that actually like being working. You know, I feel like if we had proof of there's a couple things I feel like we're just given, and we just have to accept it. Like the Book of Vishanti, like they're like, oh, this book will help us defeat, like give us whatever we want in order to defeat Wanda. Well, that's off of like word hearsay. Like you know they're just saying that there's no like scene where somebody uses it. There's that, and then this one's sketch. This part's sketchy, or it's a hot take, I guess, because I told it to my brother, and then he said this is what WandaVision was for. So I think there could have been at least one more scene that that put weight behind Wanda's motivations, and because when we first see her, she has that dream of her and her kids. And you know it's like hunky dory, and she wakes up, and then she's we know how she's feeling, but I feel like in WandaVision, we saw her like accept that they're gone, like accept that Vision is gone, and she can't have kids, and then in this one it feels jarring that she switches. I know it's because of the Darkhold, but the thing is, it feels like like it has to happen for this movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
where it might suffer for not being long enough. Like, I believe Sam Raimi came out and said that the original cut was like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Boy,
That's where
give
I
me
think
4 hours.
Maybe that's
I
where
don't
you
care.
need that extra 40 minutes to like do
Yeah.
what you just said. Like maybe a little more weight and
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah, it's like
But
they in
Yeah.
WandaVision, she became a very 3D character, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
with
love
all
it.
these
I love
dimensions.
her character.
Yeah, and it was conflicting. Like she's a nice person, but she did something that she made a mistake, but it was out of just feeling, and she didn't control it. But by the end, she apologized. I remember at the end of WandaVision, she's like, "I'm sorry, I kept you guys prisoners here. That was wrong," And that was her, like you said, accepting that it was fake. That everything was fake. But then in this movie, she's just like a comic book, like I don't know what it's a comic book villain, but like a cheesy
she
movie
is.
villain, which is just like I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
this
yeah.
one thing, and I'm gonna kill everybody to get it. And it's like, okay, well,
Yeah,
like she
yeah.
just became one dimensional,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before I talk about Wanda, I want to go back to what you said though, because when I was thinking of what I was gonna say for this, I was gonna bring up what you said when we were talking about everything everywhere. How you were saying that you were hoping to see more like multiple universes stuff,
Yeah.
and then George, you were like, "Well, no, we're gonna get that in Doctor Strange," and obviously we didn't. And I think that's probably my only issue with this movie is the title, bro. Like, I don't think this movie should have been called Multiverse of Madness.
You don't think it delivered on the madness?
No, dude. Like, maybe that's why it set high expectations too. When you title it Multiverse of Madness, I was one of the people that thought, oh, we are going to go to a couple universes. We might see Hugh Jackman, bro. Like, like, that's where all those thoughts came from. The title helped.
Yeah. And honestly,
So
that
I don't. Yeah, I don't really think this movie should. I wish the movie would have incorporated Scarlet Witch, maybe like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch or something. Like
yeah.
House of the Witch. I don't know.
I originally
But, like-
thought that because of the trailers that it was gonna be Doctor Strange and Wanda fighting maybe the Scarlet Witch, evil Wanda from that universe.
Yeah.
But it ended
Yeah.
up not being that.
Well, it was promoted as like it's evil Doctor Strange. and
yeah,
stuff.
maybe.
And,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it turned out to be Wanda that's the villain, which what Jeff was right about, but it's just the way it was executed.
Well, they also kind of hinted at her being the villain.
Yeah.
Because in the trailers, she was like, you break the rules, it's fine,
Well,
I do it.
Yeah, yeah, and like from that conversation in the trailer, I took it as like that's tension in a team, you know, like
Yeah.
the team can't work together perfectly, you know, they're gonna have issues like that to get through.
And I think that
And
was
it didn't make.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was just,
No, yeah.
I think that was on purpose though. I think they were trying to hide the fact that she was the main villain, which it's a good thing, and I think they did a good job in the trailers hiding that she was gonna be like the crazy evil person.
And it didn't
Wait,
help.
What'd you almost say? What'd you almost say?
What did you think I almost
And
said?
Which?
Yeah, but rhymes with which.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Dang, we're gonna get canceled so hard.
No, people say that. But hold on, before
People say that.
I was gonna say just on your point, Jeff, of like not delivering on the madness. I think I hadn't thought about that, but it's true though, because in that shot of the trailer when you see Doctor Strange's face like breaking into blocks, I
Yeah,
thought that
yeah.
scene was gonna be like crazy because it's madness,
Me
and I thought they were gonna
too.
be in a crazy universe, and then it turned
Yeah.
out it was just a quick thing that they were just like going through the universes. Yeah, which
remember
was
when I
cool to
was-
see, but
Remember when I was speculating, and then it goes back to don't let your expectations, but they kind of led us to believe those things. Like there was a shot in the trailer too where for like a second they went through an animated show or
that was
form.
kind of cool.
And I
Yeah.
was like, yo, we're going to the X-Men animated series universe, this and that.
Yeah, but
And
that's also
I wish they didn't show things in it. I wish this movie, maybe it's because
Maybe-
they cut
maybe
40
Jeff-
minutes.
Maybe you
just
shouldn't
stop
watch
watching
trailers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
Jeff,
if they
you,
listen, I think it's fair to think that maybe if they left it at 2 hours and 40 minutes, maybe it would have had those things in it.
maybe they could have
like-
done it. Yeah,
Well, it would have definitely been like had more fat to chew on, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Jeff, that sounds like a personal
you
problem.
problem.
Yeah, it sounds like a you
Sounds
problem
like a me
because
problem.
you just go so wild. You think they're gonna do all this crazy stuff always?
Bro,
It's like
listen, they
like,
set
bring
me
it
up. They set me up.
Jeff,
They
you
called
set
it
yourself up, bro.
multiverse. They called it multiverse of madness, bro.
it's advertisement, man. It's advertisement. They
Yeah.
got
But like
you.
I said,
Yeah.
that,
the
that,
mad
inv- that
the mad one is Wanda. She's just mad.
I guess. But like I said, I don't want this did not ruin my experience. I just want to say that because also in the trailer there was a quick shot of the Living Tribunal, and they made me believe that he was gonna be in the movie. And like I was telling you guys, I was like, "Yo, if the Living Tribunal shows up, something crazy is gonna be in this movie."
And he didn't show up.
And it wasn't.
He was in the shot. He was in
the same
the
shot that they showed in the trailer, but he wasn't a part of the movie, which I thought too. But yeah, and I guess the biggest letdown, if we keep talking about that subject, is there was no dimension or reality shattering event that brought the mutants or like a reverse House of M type thing. That was
Yeah.
probably the
But it-
biggest letdown for a lot of
But
people.
it-
That still,
What?
That
But
still
again-
sounds like a.
Yeah.
That still sounds like a you problem.
It still kind of
But
does
when
sound like a you
again,
problem.
but again, look, listen. It's goofy if people let those things ruin their experience. Yes, but then again, back to Marvel, they called it the Multiverse of Madness. And
Yeah,
that
but
shouldn't
it's-
have been the title.
They didn't say anything about X-Men. If you wanted to add X-Men into
They
this,
showed us Patrick Stewart in the trailer.
yeah, but it was.
They
Yeah,
showed us
but
Patrick Stewart.
He's yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's in the
Again,
movie. And he's in the
people-
movie.
He is
so,
in the movie.
So
Again, look, I'm not one of those people that let that ruin the movie, but I can kind of see their perspective. You know, like
mm-hmm.
I think my letdowns are in the nitpicking of my brother mentioned the magic is a little bit let down. Like you know the Conjuring and all that stuff. I think Wanda's magic is a little let down, little bit, because it feels
Really?
more like at the scene with Karmartaj, at the beginning she's just shooting red balls and stuff, and I'm like, well
Yeah.
that's typical. But then also, what else? But then it got better when like she actually got in, and like I like the the part where she whispered in somebody's ear. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's classic.
Oh, yeah.
That's like
Run.
that's like bringing it back to Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that is
and
classic.
but
And then the reflection stuff, that was so
yeah,
cool.
the reflection that was
Oh
was
my
cool.
gosh, dude.
But then like when she fights the Illuminati, it went back to like telekinesis. Like she's holding things and shooting red balls.
The Illumi what?
Can we talk about that scene? Okay,
We
her
can.
versus
Well, no,
the Illuminati.
If we must.
Well, are we still going with negatives? Because that's probably my only letdowns. Really.
The Illuminati is not a letdown for you? I mean,
No, not entirely.
in a way.
Not really. I didn't expect who was in it. Like who
Right.
was a part of the Illuminati.
so for you, it
that's
was just
what made
kind of cool
good
to
for
see it. Yeah, it was just good
me. Yeah,
to see it.
I was grabbing my brother's leg. I was like, everybody here, everybody here,
Everybody here. Look, everybody here.
everybody, look, all of them.
That's cool.
Bro, Patrick Stewart didn't even show up, and I was just like, I
you-
forgot he was in the movie for a second.
You're like, this is enough. I got it.
This is
and,
enough. I'm good. I love this. Yeah.
and then he
This is
showed
great.
up. Yeah.
And then he showed up, and then I was.
you were like, what's that guy whose voice?
Black
Black Bolt.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
Black Bolt when he died.
Yeah. I was,
Mind blown, bro. That's gotta become a meme or something. Like when your mind gets blown.
boy has it. Boy has it become a meme.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was so dope. Like, I mean, even though Dario spoiled it for me that Mr. Fantastic
Hey.
was gonna be John Krasinski.
I'm
Hey.
glad I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wish.
It was still-
I wish I didn't know it either, man. I'm
sorry,
so
Dario.
sad. Let's tell this.
This
let's
man went on.
terrible.
let's
this
tell
man
that
went on
story real
Twitter.
quick.
This man went on Twitter the night it came out.
No, the night
That
before.
is,
Big
that
as
is
Yeah.
hell.
on
no.
you. That is on
I guess
you.
it is, but that I've never done that thing of like not looking at my social media because I guess I don't follow that stuff. So I just went on Twitter, and I look at my Explorer page, and it says John Krasinski is trending. So I'm like, oh, John Krasinski, okay, let me see what this is, and then I
think
see.
The Office is doing a reunion.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna miss on
specifically
that.
at this point in time.
Yeah. I did not connect it to Doctor Strange at all. I click on it, and then I see Fantastic Four, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I tell Jeff, can I tell you something? Because he said confirm.
Bro, I
Doc-
connected the dots so quick.
So hold on. So I also
my
did too because
gosh.
it said Fantastic Four. John Krasinski will be Mr. Fantastic in Fantastic Four. So I'm just like, oh, they're just announcing Fantastic Four. I didn't connect it that he was gonna be in Doctor Strange, and then I say.
Oh.
And then I tell Jeff, yo, can I tell you this? It doesn't have to do with Doctor Strange. And Jeff is like, okay, fine. And then I go, and then I read a different one that says, John Krasinski is confirmed to return. And I went, oh, return? Like, I read it out loud. I read that one out loud.
No.
And then when I was like, oh, return as Mr. Fantastic. Crap.
Bro, I would have broken your neck.
That was it. I didn't know it was a
but
spoiler.
It was still exciting seeing him, and I love how they added that little. He's the smartest man in the universe because
Yeah.
he is, yo. He's like one of the
Yeah,
biggest
he
minds.
literally is.
in Marvel.
And it's funny because he shows up teleporting. Like
Mm.
he doesn't
Yeah,
show up like
dude.
landing from the roof or anything. He teleported there. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's everything. Every we got like 5 seconds in total of this man doing anything.
Yeah.
Like the way his dialogue and the way he comes off, and the way he presents himself. I'm like, yeah, no, that's Mr. Fantastic. That's awesome. He fits.
I've
it
seen
perfectly.
people on TikTok though talking crap, and maybe it's true about how he kind of gave away Black Bolt's power
Mm-hmm.
to the Scarlet Witch when
Yeah.
he shouldn't have told her that.
Yeah, but that's like a what if. Like, he didn't know she could do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
just
right,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a that's just a thing.
I didn't know she could do that. I'm
Right.
over here thinking she just shoots that.
Shit,
stuff,
I mean,
you know?
mouth.
Obviously, he
Yeah,
said that.
What face, bro?
Obviously, he said that to make her stop. He's like, let me see if I can calm her down and have her not have a
Yeah.
fight. So let me tell her what he can do, so she will stop. And then she did that, and it's like he couldn't have known. It was a
True,
threat, you know.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
also
stupid
like,
TikTokers.
how would you, if you had an opportunity to write that scene, how would you kill Black Bolt? You know,
Right,
That
right.
was the best way.
If
like
you had that,
if you had that moment, I would have been like, yeah, make her have a reverse Uno card right there. You know.
I was
Definitely.
telling
And-
Dario, like, yo, I can't believe they got away with that
yeah.
on a PG-13. Like, that was something you would see in The Boys.
Gosh. Yeah.
Like, that was
yeah.
wild.
No, the violence in this is they're pushing it, and I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are pushing it, but at the same time, there were
It's
some
a little
things they
safe.
hid. Yeah, like what's her name got cut in half. They didn't show that at all.
Captain Carter.
Ooh.
Yeah, she got
Right.
cut in half, and they did not show it. They just implied it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's
The,
still kind of PG-13.
Yeah.
When we were talking about it after we saw it, we said the basis of that scene is to show how powerful she is,
Yeah,
basically, because we have the best people to basically face threats like her. But the thing is, like you said, we don't know what she's capable of. So we have the smartest people in the universe and the strongest, and they're all here to fight her, and she just takes them all out. And it's like, well, damn, what do we do? You know. And I think it came across pretty good.
true.
Yeah, except for Captain Carter, who told her to show up. Yeah, let me throw my shield.
So something else that was really small. I told Jeff, like, you know, if we're gonna nitpick, like, Black Bolt or whatever his name is gets killed, then Mr. Fantastic gets killed, and then Captain Carter and the other one are there, and then after that happens, they just kind of look at each other very seriously, and then they attack. And I'm like, your two friends just got killed in front of you. That's your reaction?
Yeah.
They literally
They were
have
shocked.
no
They were
reaction.
shocked.
They just like,
They're
all right,
like,
let's go.
They're like, damn it. All right,
Like-
let's
Should we
fight.
run
Yeah.
or should we try to fight?
Man. Okay.
I would have been
Yeah.
like, well, shit.
Yeah, I know. like do something. Get scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But after
Yeah.
that happens, it's like, okay, they have no chance. Like, yeah. For me, it's like these two have no chance. Not even Captain Marvel.
It seems planned. It's like we knew they were gonna die. Let's
Yeah.
avenge them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So that's just a
Like,
nitpick.
I don't know if you noticed in the theater when Xavier died. Well, also a good scene when he was inside her
That
head.
was cool.
That was really
pretty
cool. That was something
I like,
that's something he would do.
yeah,
like
I like the whole white room.
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
The,
like in a
the
white
actual
room.
the actual Wanda is buried like underneath
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rubble. Like I like the metaphor, and that was like it was scary when she came out of the smoke and broke his neck. I was like,
That was
Yeah.
a jump scare that kind of got me too.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
There were a
The
couple
one-
jump scares.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. I don't know
The
why
one-
the one that got me the worst, I think, was the water reflection eye. I don't know why,
Really?
but that really got me.
Really?
I
Dang.
jumped.
No, the one where she shows up in the tunnel where
Yes.
she's like, yeah, the one like I don't know. They thought they blocked her, and
Mm-hmm.
we're all just waiting. We're like, she's been cutting these doors in half. Where's she at? And then she's
Yeah.
like, yo, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, yeah. And I was waiting for it, and still got me. I still jumped.
Yeah. But I don't know if you noticed in the theater, in that scene when she pretty much killed Xavier, I kind of reacted like, oh, like really? Like, I think that was probably the only thing. It was just me like, oh man, we gotta kill Xavier again. Maybe like the third time now.
Bro.
But then now that I
That's like
think
the
about
10th time.
it doesn't really, it doesn't really matter because it's another universe
Yeah, not
Right.
in this. You know.
and
Right.
it's not our universe, I guess.
And that's why it's
And
cool
I
that
actually-
that John Krasinski is already confirmed to come back anyway.
Yeah.
So
And I got something to say about that too, but I guess I'll save it for like when we talk about like I guess what the future might be.
sure.
But yeah, people that are complaining about that, just remember that's just not our universe. It doesn't matter, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Sucks for
Um,
them. Sucks for
sucks for them.
sucks
Sucks
for
them.
Yeah,
sucks for
them.
Christy. What's her name? Christy?
Who?
Christy?
Oh, Christine.
Christine. Like
Yeah.
sucks for her
Christine.
because that's her universe and she has to go back there where the Illuminati
Bro.
is gone. And she
Yeah.
works for them.
Fantastic 3 now.
She don't got a job.
Yeah,
She's jobless.
yeah. The whole place got killed.
Hmm.
So
The whole place got killed, said Dario.
yeah, and it's a true fact.
True fact. The
Yeah.
Ultron drones, they got killed.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Real heroes. I think where it kind of it gets a little rocky for me. But I really like the scene where he meets an evil version of himself in a dimension that's like falling apart already. I thought that music fight was really interesting. It was
I loved it.
It kind of came out of nowhere, but at the same time, it was new. So I was like, okay, we're beatboxing right now.
I know they're
Loved
making
it.
a
I
beat.
loved it.
They're making a beat.
But like the music was there, like we could hear it, like it was all colliding against each other. I thought that was really cool. And then I think my biggest from there on, I pretty much enjoyed it. But I think my biggest issue, to get ahead of myself, is the after credit scene.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, the first after credit scene. The second one doesn't matter, literally. But the first one, man, Jeff, you should have seen me. I was like when it ended, I was like,
Who the hell is that?
no, I was literally like, what the hell was that? Like,
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's like, I love how the movie ended. Like the movie itself, where he's on the street and he's screaming and the third eye shows up.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, ooh, that's like, you want to come back for that. You want to be like, what the heck just happened to him? But then it's weird because in the first after credit scene, we come back to him literally doing the same thing. Like it's an alternate ending.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
Like he's walking down the street, he's all smiles, and then something happens. Something happens to him.
Yeah.
But then this time it's what's her face? Clea. Clea. She's the niece of Dormammu, basically.
And they got married in the comics.
Yeah, and she's like, "What's good? I'm here. I need your help." And then he's like, "All right, person I don't know. Let's go into the dark dimension." And then it shows his eye, and I'm like, "What the hell was that?" What?
I know. You're
it's
right.
Weird.
That's a good point. I mean, maybe this is one of the times that the after credit scene actually like made it worse or like undoes the actual ending. Like I would have rather have that after credit scene be gone and just end it like you said when he's on the street and he freaks out. That's more of a cliffhanger than that after credit scene, which I didn't really like. I prefer the cliffhanger from the actual ending than the second ending.
I loved it. I prefer to remember the movie as the movie ended where he was screaming on the street.
Yeah, because then he kind of undoes it when he's already. Then again, he's just walking down the street again, and he's fine.
It's literally the same. Like I feel like that was the original ending.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, no, let's. I don't know why. I don't know what the thought process was of like making it.
What's the point?
Different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had to set up what's coming, and
do they
didn't
know?
know it's the incursion. How do you say it?
The incursion.
Incursions. Yeah. So they're pretty much.
Do they though?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
She said it.
They can do that without like any of that scene. Like
right.
Imagine a scene where like Christine goes back to her world, right? And then she looks on her computer and she's like, oh crap, the universes they're colliding, and we're Secret Wars, what?
Yep.
That might be a thing, instead of what we got. But freaking Clea, get out of here, Charlize Theron. Aren't you supposed to be in Fast and Furious?
Yeah, go do another Fast. Go do another what's that movie? The racing movie.
The race, Fast and Furious.
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
That she's
Fast
in.
and Furious.
No, they're in the desert. They're racing in the desert. Isn't she in
Mad Max?
Yeah, Mad Max. Isn't she in Mad Max?
Yeah.
I feel like she is in Mad Max.
She is. She's in the first because they're gonna do another one. That movie also, it kind of got weird for me, and the protagonist because it was supposed to be with Tom Hardy, like he's Mad Max.
Yeah.
But then like the whole movie, it feels like she's the main character.
So what's your overall thoughts, quick thoughts on Wanda and America Chavez?
So like I said, Wanda, one dimensional. I get that she's obsessed, but it just seemed like a thread that just chasing them. She has no depth. I want my kids, no matter the cost, even though it makes no sense. And even Wong brought up a good point. Like, are they happy in another universe? Isn't that enough?
Oh,
and she's
yeah.
like, no, it's
Yeah.
not. So she's not rational, which I get. That's the point maybe of the book and her being consumed. But I don't know, one dimensional villain. And Chavez, I feel like, and I don't think she did anything special with the character. Honestly, I felt like the actress, or even the script, maybe it wasn't her fault, but the character in it just seemed like she could have been just a thing that opens portals, and it would have been the same thing. Well, no, it wouldn't have been, because they're trying to protect her, as a person.
Yeah.
But it's like she's just like a thing. She's a thing that opens portal, and that's why people want her. I don't mean to sound. I don't mean to sound. You know what I mean? And she didn't seem. I don't know. She didn't bring anything special for the character. I felt.
I really like her star opening effect, like the portal effect. Like when she, like the first scene when she's about to get killed, and then it opens behind her. Like my theater went poof, and I was like, ooh, like I felt it. It was cool. Like visually, I was like, that was awesome. That was really cool. Then I kind of pretty much agree with Daryl. There's not a lot she brings to the table that changes anything in the movie, other than the fact that she's the MacGuffin. She's what Wanda wants, and what Strange is trying to protect. And it kind of sucks, because I guess that's where my expectations were. Was like, I wanted her to, stand out and like be good enough to have her own movie, which I would like. But it's I don't know, like the whole movie, she's getting like, she's almost the whole movie she's like, oh well, I guess she's there also to give exposition for for the multiverse. But there's not a lot of moments where she can display like her power, because you can't control it. And finally, when we get to the moment where dead Doctor Strange, he rolls up and he's like,
that was awesome.
Show up to the showdown. It was awesome, and I was like, yes, let's go. Let's get up and show her who's boss. And then she's like, wow. She gets up, she throws a few punches, and then shows her like her happy family. But it was like short lived. It was like, all right, well, we're done now.
Yeah. It was, and it was cliche, I thought too, cause and this is what I said at the beginning. Some things felt very cliche, and that was one of the things. Like, she can't do something the whole movie, and then at the end, all she needed was just a pep talk. Hey, you can
herself.
Do it. You can do
herself. It. Yeah.
From herself, from Strange. You can do it, even though she got no training. Nothing's different, but now she can do it. So that's just kind of cliche.
Imagine throughout the movie she's trying to open portals.
Yeah, if they would have had a scene of her like trying and maybe Strange is like coaching her a little bit, and then she's not able to do it until the end. But none of that happened. She was just not control it. She wouldn't even try. And then it's like Doctor Strange just said, "Did you try trying harder? Did you try harder?" And then she was like,
Did you try trying harder?
And maybe that's maybe that when we need it, maybe that extra 40 minutes.
Yeah.
To maybe have that scene that you're saying, like, so at the end it doesn't feel like weird that she just suddenly can open portals.
Yeah, maybe that was one of the reshoots, and that I wanted to talk about that real quick. Like, maybe one of the reshoots were changing that, because they had no way around it. And the thing I found out, maybe you guys already knew this. That Doctor Strange was supposed to come in first.
Yep.
And then I think maybe George, maybe you even said it. Doctor Strange was supposed to come out first, and then she was supposed to be in No Way Home, and she was supposed to be the person opening portals instead of Ned. That was just kind of put in there because she couldn't longer be in the movie because she wasn't on Doctor Strange first.
Yeah.
Which that would have made a lot more sense, her doing that instead of Ned.
Yeah.
You
because it's just given to Ned. Like,
Yeah.
Ned can just do it.
Which you can see at the end of Doctor Strange, she's practicing, how to open portals, so that would have made a lot more sense. But yeah, they had to reshoot the ending because the dates of the movies got switched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am excited to
COVID
see.
sucks. COVID sucks.
Yeah.
Simply it does.
I am excited to see what they're gonna do with that character in the future. Most definitely, she's coming back for Secret Wars. I feel like she's gonna be an important character for that story. I
think they're gonna give her like her own, like she's gonna show up because her thing in the comics is that she shows up for a lot of the young Avengers side things. So I think she's gonna show up a lot more in other properties. Before anything, mainly introducing her. There's what was it? I did like her flashback, where they step on the memory thing, and they see a memory of them.
Exposition, right? That's what you call exposition.
Yeah, well,
More exposition.
well, it's not bad exposition because it's showing us what her story. But I like that it was her fault that she lost her mom's and stuff.
Yeah.
That's conflicting, because it's like you can't, we make mistakes. You can't be all perfect and stuff like that. And she literally opened a portal to the multiverse. She's been
they said they're not dead necessarily.
What happened? Yeah, they're not dead. They're not dead. Also,
Maybe
she's
not.
been to 76.
77.
70. No, 76.
I thought it was 72.
Okay.
I thought it was 73.
She said 70. She said 76, including the one they were in when she said that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
I know.
Also, in doing that, have you? That's just telling us you've been trying, right? You've been trying to find your parents, right? But you're not.
No,
you're not,
maybe by accident. Like she gets afraid.
Oh yeah, well yeah, she gets afraid and just yeets off to the paint dimension or something.
Yeah.
Which is really hard to eat there.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Can I say something? This is, Dario, you said this before the movie. You said that because I was like, yeah, man, this movie, we're finally gonna find out how they bring like Fantastic Four and the X-Men to this universe. And you were saying how, no, we're just gonna see those movies, but it's gonna be in their own universes because now they're establishing that there's a multiverse. And bro, I think that is the best explanation. I don't think it makes sense that they've been here already or blah blah or whatever. I think that makes sense. We're gonna see those movies. It's gonna be in those universes. It's okay. Nobody's gonna be confused or whatever.
Right.
And I think what I wanted for this movie, that's saved for like Secret Wars or whatever. But because a quick thing that happened in the comics, when Secret Wars happened, people like Miles Morales from the Ultimate Universe that got destroyed came to the main universe. Maybe they play something like that in the movies where they'll bring those already established characters that we saw in the movies to our main universe, which I think will make more sense than they've been here already. We watched the movie in their universes when Secret Wars happens. I know I'm speculating again. I can't help myself.
Yeah.
But my point is, I think that makes a lot more sense. That what I wanted it to be here now.
Right.
But that makes more sense.
Yeah, they don't do anything fast, bro. Like I told you, like the multiverse.
I didn't think that at all.
Yeah.
When you think about it,
just stop.
They did it in the comics. Why can't they do it in the movies now with Secret Wars? So, can't wait. I can't wait. I just have to stay alive to watch Secret Wars.
Watch them never do Secret Wars.
That's coming in like the next 7 years, probably.
Bro, next 20 years, no doubt.
Let's see how many movies they can pump.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Well, we have Thor and Black Panther for this year too.
Yeah,
year?
Secret Wars next.
Yeah.
Nah, Secret Wars won't happen realistically in the next maybe 5 years. In 5
10 years,
probably.
20 years max.
Because they have to set up a few more things.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. 20 years. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's end it here, guys, because I think we're doing good. Yeah. So
anyways, I actually liked the movie despite our negativity.
Yeah, I felt like everything was negative.
No,
almost.
compared to other people, we're being soft to this movie. There's people that are tearing this movie apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I hear them on TikTok, and it doesn't seem like fair. Like maybe I'm being a little too critical, but everybody thinks they're a director every now and then.
Yeah. I know what should have happened. This is what they should have done. Like I see people doing that all the time.
And this is how character development works. And, I'm just like, dude.
No, they can't criticize the development because I wish I would have thought of this, but I've seen a good take that says this really progressed Doctor Strange because when you think about who he was, even in Infinity War, he's always the guy that has to hold the knife. He finally lets go in this movie. So. Bro, they're trashing this movie for no reason. It's a good movie.
And honestly, I want to see it again. I want to see it again
Me too.
to really enjoy it, enjoy the moments, and not again, no expectations. I know what happens. I enjoy movies more the second time anyway.
I was just gonna say that I kind of like Moon Knight. I would go back to Moon Knight, but this movie, there's a lot that happens, and it's pulling back the expectations, like you said. If I just want to go back and enjoy it. I'm trying to find people literally now who haven't seen it, and I can be like yo, I haven't seen Doctor Strange. You want to go see it?
yeah. I'm gonna be like, I haven't seen it yet. You want to see it?
I haven't seen it. I feel like we should see it now, right now.
yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the theater by myself again.
And
Yes, sir.
Well, also,
That's how we do it.
And you have to do it. You have to watch it in theaters. Most of the good things that I have to say about this movie are visual. Like the camera work. Oh, that scene when the camera is twist, a Dutch angle.
Oh, and she's like this.
Yeah,
and she's talking to her kids, and it keeps coming back and forth. Bro, that was so
awesome.
That was awesome.
I love when it was her perspective, and we're moving with her. When she goes into the house.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do like that.
I love
and the camera
so
hides.
much, bro.
Yes. I like
that is Sam Raimi, bro. That's Sam Raimi.
The there's two. I like the one where she looks at us. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's looking, and then she looks directly at. Bro, I did this motion. I was like, me?
Me? Are you talking to me?
You want? I looked at my brother.
Bro, I think she's looking at me right now. I mean,
yeah.
Literally. That one, and then
that was in the kitchen, by the way.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure Jeff likes that.
Wait, which one?
You can't do that here.
Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. So, and then I like the part where she comes out of the mirror dimension.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
That was sick. It was she was cover all the reflections, and then they were covering all the water, literally water. And then she comes out of the freaking the gong, and she's all contorted. I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, that's
I guess that's what they mean when it's yo, this is Sam Raimi's, because even one that I remember is that maybe it's not even a big thing, but it's something that you don't see really in many movies, like when Christine got attacked by those monsters, the spirits, and in one shot it's she's holding the camera. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
And we see her face, and she's fighting.
Yeah.
You don't see those type of shots in these other movies. True. I guess that's why they
normal blockbusters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right.
It's creative.
I guess that's
creative. It's really
creative. That's what people mean when they say, "Yo, this is a Sam Raimi movie."
And I wanted to say also another trippy shot was when they're that door that he had to put the watch to open it to go into that room where the book was.
Oh yeah.
That shot that goes in when the door is open, that goes into that room, and the room is completely upside down. The camera what's it called?
It fixes itself.
Yeah. It turns around. It goes upside down. That shot made me dizzy.
Yeah.
I literally got dizzy. I was like, okay, I had to look away. I literally looked away because I was like, what is going on? The whole thing, the door is spinning. So when the camera goes in,
spinning inside it.
Yes, and so the shot goes in there and then spins upside down. It was cool, but it literally made me dizzy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
which is cool.
But yeah, yo, we are nearing an hour, so
Yeah.
let's wrap it up. So like final thoughts, final closing remarks.
Good, not great.
Yeah,
Good.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say. Same. Like, I don't love it. It's not perfect,
It's your
but
fault.
I really like it.
It's your fault.
I
that
want to
it's
go
not
watch
good.
it again. What?
It's your fault that we didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
We were expecting
mean?
the X-Men to show up.
No. Oh, in all seriousness, that didn't ruin it for me. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to watch it again. And
Yeah. Well, you put that in
we'll
my
get
head.
to the
so-
X-Men. We'll get to them when we get to them, I guess. But I'm still gonna speculate because it's
Oh,
fun
man.
and I love it. And I have a TikTok where I speculate all the time. So
Yeah.
if you
have
want to
fun there.
follow me,
By the way, like
Oh.
and subscribe if you feel like it,
If you
All right.
or don't.
or don't. You don't have to. You're not obligated to.
Yeah, you really aren't.
we should have our links to our stuff too in the description. So
That's true. So check
gonna
that
be
out.
there.
If it's there, if it's not, then sucker, we got you. If you look there and it's not there, ha
Ah, get wrecked, kid.
thanks again if you made it this far. Yeah, that's it.
To our 3
Thank you for
fans.
watching.
If you made it this far, that's it.
That's
If
it.
you made it this far,
That's
this
all
is
you
it.
You get nothing
You get
else.
nothing.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Just live. This is as far as it goes.
Yeah.
And
Go
cut.
away.
All right, and cut. That's a good way to end it.
Goodbye.
Bye.